I don't know how to do an intro, so we're not gonna do that. Yes. Good enough. Today we're gonna be talking. You probably read the title. We're gonna be talking about Naruto Shippuden. We're gonna give it. We're gonna talk about it for a while, and then we're gonna give it a rating and say if it's overrated or not. We're probably gonna say it's overrated, but we're gonna give it the right rating that it deserves. And this is all our opinions, so just remember that. Don't freaking shit on me. But Richie, how about you talk about your stuff first? Because I'm probably gonna be doing the most talking.
Alright, so, Justin, how do you think about Shippuden? It was...
The end of Shippuden fucking sucked.
Yeah.
The entire fourth Great Ninja War, I think it was so boring. Everyone was just kind of standing around being like, oh no, Madara with the infinite Tsukiyomi. And then at the end, the worst possible fucking thing happened, where Sasuke's like, I want to fight you.
Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't that good. Like, everyone was just kind of like taking turns fighting Madara.
The first part of Shippuden was pretty good. Like, I was hyped as fuck during the Data and Sasori fight.
Not Shippuden when Naruto was running in the corridor
that didn't even build any suspense for me. That was just fucking boring. That's like the entire first episode.
It kind of hyped me up because I thought there was going to be like some big fight with Orochimaru.
And then it just doesn't happen, and you start somewhere else.
And then Sasuke is just like a whole skill, like 17 steps ahead of Naruto. And then that's where it got bad. Because Naruto was just like, I want to get better, and I want to bring him back to the Hidden Wave Village.
Yeah, well, for a second, so let's talk about the pros first. So good things about Naruto. It's really good at suspense building and progress. It's basically, I hate to say this, but it's better than One Piece at one thing, and that's like progression in the anime. Like,
yeah.
One Piece is really slow, but this is not about One Piece. It's Naruto goes pretty fast. Like,
yeah, Naruto at some points is slow, but most of the time it's really fast.
Yeah, when Jiraiya died, that was super fucking slow. Everyone's just talking about how Jiraiya fucking wrote down some random letters that are in Japanese, so I can't even freaking see what letters they are. But anyway, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Spoiler warning. I'm probably gonna just put spoiler warning text in the video instead. And it's gonna stay there for the entire video. But keep going on what you were talking about, Richie.
So during the Jiraiya's death, we all saw it. We all loved it. Well, not loved it in that way, but like it was.
I loved it in like heartbreakingness. It was a really good death. Up until it wasn't at where they.
But then they all just start talking about it. Everyone's just like, Jiraiya died. Oh wait, Jiraiya died. Jiraiya died.
Jiraiya died. Everyone's freaking talking about it, and it's like, it's taking the heartbreakingness out of it. Like it talks so much about Jiraiya, and like there's no flashbacks. Well, there is one about how Jiraiya learned how to use Toad Sage mode. Like, he learned how to use Sage mode. That was a good flashback. But we don't really know much about Jiraiya. Well, I regret saying that because we do. But, like, there's no, like, flashbacks and sad stuff during, like, the Jiraiya's death. There's not really that many sad things about how Jiraiya, like, there's no flashbacks about how Jiraiya was, like, a good, like, parent to Naruto and, like, trained him a lot. You don't see any of that.
There's only one part in it. Well, this isn't like the only part, but the only part where Jiraiya was actually like a dad to Naruto was that when he shared his lollipop with Naruto.
Dude, I was about to talk about that. He shared his freaking ice pop with him.
Yeah.
He goes freaking like Hulk mode, and rips it in half.
Yeah. The pain fight? It was okay, to be honest.
Dude, second half of the Pain fight is so boring. It's literally just Pain getting his ass kicked. It's like freaking Hinata gets fucking
I like how.
clapped. He,
Yeah, I like it when
Hinata
Pain
like
just.
builds all this suspension. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Literally gets fucking one tapped.
Yeah, I love it when Pain just yeets
Yeah,
Hinata.
he
Like,
grabs her up in the air, starts like flinging her around, and then yeets her into the ground.
yeah, that was so funny. And
I
then
know.
Naruto's like, what the heck did you do to my precious Hinata?
He just looks at Hinata, gets a boner. The boner goes away. Then he turns on Kurama, and fucking goes sicko mode. The worst part about the entire Pain fight, in my opinion, was when he did the planetary devastation on Naruto. Didn't crush it, but like it's where the
Yeah.
freaking Nine Tails is coming out. It just keeps kind of Yamato, and I didn't like it. And it's like how there's a freaking letter on his hand saying about how many tails is on the tailed beast, and it's just boring. It's not like suspense building. It's just boring.
Yamato, to be honest, I just don't think he's a good character in Naruto.
He is. It's just that
He's a good character, yes.
He is
but, like,
a really good
which
character.
one is- Oh,
He's just a wasted potential. He was like a really fucking good character. Then he started to just be a character in the background. Didn't even pop up in the Great Ninja War and disappeared.
yeah.
I don't know if he died or something, but something happened. But that's enough about the summary. We need to talk about the pros now. So some pros about the anime. These are my pros. Nothing. Okay, I'm just kidding. Some pros about it are, we already said it's really fast. It can build suspense really well sometimes, and a lot of the deaths are heartbreaking. Really good at building suspense sometimes. Yes, and every death is pretty heartbreaking, except for Hiruzen's death, Orochimaru's death, and what's his name? Neji's death wasn't even that sad. For like people that were like Neji stands, they were sad about it. I really wasn't. It's probably because I knew about it before the entire war happened.
Hinata. Wait, what did Neji call Hinata?
Lady Hinata.
Yeah, Lady Hinata. She's like, Lady Hinata, I saved you. And then Hinata is just like, Naruto, are you okay?
And the thing about the entire death is that Neji's like, he's talking about how he doesn't have enough time to do air palm. You've done it plenty of times in the air. What do you mean you don't have time? The freaking spike's like 10 miles behind you. It's like 10 miles away from Hinata. You could have just jumped in front of her, did air palm, and everyone's fine.
I didn't even know why he even saved them. Like, Naruto took so many, like, weapons to the chest.
He's been impaled, almost died several times.
Like, at the beginning of the anime. At the beginning. He just gets impaled.
When, like, or enough about cons, we'll talk about that later. But what are your pros about the anime?
Pros?
Yeah.
The characters, to be honest. Most of them are strong, especially the main characters. Sakura, she had a lot of potential, but she doesn't really use it that much.
I have to agree on how,
a lot of people, she is strong, yes. A lot of people just say she's a trash can, and
up against Madara, she was.
But, like,
I caught up with you guys. Now I'm gonna fight Madara.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Like, I love it. She's just like, I finally got up to you guys. And then she just runs after Madara, and then she gets impaled.
Yeah, but, like, yeah. So your other pros?
He's really strong. I like how the Nine Tails actually finally gets out of him. He can actually control it.
Yeah. But now we're gonna have to talk about cons for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna. So how about you start out because you have fewer cons than me.
I don't have any cons at the top of my head.
All right, then I'll start.
Yeah.
Neji's death was not sad. First
How's
one,
that?
just throwing that out there right now. Um, Jiraiya death, the most of the sadness and emotional stuff was taken out of it when everyone fucking talked about him. Oops. Um, mostly like a lot like the pain fight. It was cool for the first part. Naruto's like taking out all the pains and all the paths of pain, and he's popping off. Then he gets destroyed, and then Hinata comes over here. He almost freaking dies, and it's not that sad how she almost freaking died for me. And then Naruto just goes sicko mode with his not so cool rage mode, and like Pain for the second half of the entire second half of the fight, Pain just gets his butt kicked. Like it would have been better in the anime if Pain actually stood a chance in the second fight. Like he gets sent into the wall, but like his head gets stuck in the wall.
I really liked it. I really liked it when Hagoromo, Otsutsuki. I liked it when he gave Naruto and Sasuke the moon sun.
I'm going to say so many cons about Sasuke. Number one, Sasuke isn't strong. Literally, Itachi let him win. Number two, Sasuke's a crybaby. Number three, Sasuke's just annoying. He makes the anime bad. Like, I don't like how Naruto focuses only on getting Sasuke back.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, the only thing Naruto focuses on is getting Sasuke back. When Sasuke is just like, leave me alone, dude. Like,
Yeah, I know. Naruto doesn't know how to leave someone alone. Like,
yeah,
and like you said before, on another day, Naruto just makes friends with everyone.
yes, I forgot to talk about this. Naruto, every villain deserves to be hateable. The Pain fight, Pain's just like killing everyone and like really making himself hateable. Like everyone dies. He destroys the Leaf Village, which everyone loved, and like he, everyone thought that at the time that Hinata was dead because of Pain. That was like really sad. Then Hinata lives, and it's like, what the hell, man? And then Naruto just destroys him, and then of course Naruto has to make Nagato a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm gonna move on to the Fourth Great Ninja War, and I have a lot to talk about this. I don't like how Itachi can gain control of his normal reanimation.
I hate when Kabuto brought back Itachi.
Yeah.
And then Sasuke and Itachi just start going ham on Kabuto.
The one thing that does not make sense about not one thing, everything makes no sense about the entire Ninja War, but one of the things that doesn't make sense the most is how the Haku and Zabuza almost clapped literally everyone when literally they got destroyed by like a 2-year-old. They had just became a Genin
Yeah.
when they actually existed. And
Two really strong assassins, one part of the
no,
what's it called, the swordsman or something?
seven the seven swordsmen of the mist, I think.
It's just the seven great swordsmen or something.
Seven.
Like, that was literally one of them. But then it just gets clapped by a 5-5